Good morning, Vietnam! Just kidding, but if you don't get that reference, then shame on you. Anyways, it's your boy, the OG Mr. Grim, back at you with another episode today. I am going to do something a little different today. I'm only going to unbox a thing that I don't normally get from like Loot Crate or Geekbox or anything like that. My kids, for those of you guys who do not know my backstory, I am a father of two, and I have been separated since the early 2000s, raising my two boys as a single father for about 10 years now, and we haven't had it easy. We have been up and down, living from place to place. Lord knows that we've tried the best we can to actually make it out here, but we haven't been as privileged as other people. I am currently filing for disability because I have back issues. I also have a few issues as far as my mental health, and also diabetes and high blood pressure and other little things that I have battled with, I guess you can say, throughout the years. And my boys have been along for the ride. But currently at the moment, for those of you guys who do not know, we are actually in a low-income housing facility or unit, where we were homeless for a while. We were actually homeless and on the streets of Southern California for approximately 8 months. I want to say from February to about the time we got this place, which was September. We actually were homeless up until February because we lost our place. Well, I could no longer afford the place I was staying at. It was just way too much. It was only a 1-bedroom, and I was actually having to rent out that 1 bedroom to somebody else and having to sleep with me and my boys in the living room to make ends meet. And it was not a pretty picture. So I've always wanted to do this YouTube stuff. I've always wanted to make videos. I've always wanted to try to accumulate something. But we have had our run of bad luck. So in February, almost March, I believe it was, we not turned ourselves in, but we went to a homeless shelter. We were referred there by by the DPSS program, which is the Department of Social Services. And we were there for approximately from March all the way up until September 21st, when we were allowed to move into this low-income housing complex. We currently live here with about 19 other families that were in the similar kind of situation as we were. The place is really nice. We get tons of help. The facility has case managers and stuff like that. And every now and then my boys get Christmas or a birthday or whatever gift cards. And they have been for a while. Now, because I've been in the situation that I tend to be very, very stingy as far as what I spend on myself. But as you can see by the toys I sometimes buy my kids and the stuff that I sometimes get, I do it for them. So I tend not to spend a lot of money on myself. I don't treat myself. I have maybe 3 or 4 good t-shirts in my closet. I have like maybe 3 pairs of shorts. I have some socks that I've probably been wearing for about a year now. And I've had some sandals. I will literally take them off and show them to you because I've had these sandals for about a year now. And they are worn to shit. They are literally worn to their last dying breath. I mean, check that out. These guys used to be maybe about a half an inch thick, and they are, I mean, if you can tell from the backside, they're a little thicker. That's where it's supposed to be thick. But this thing is like a bitter tortilla. It's about to break. And even then, I never complain about what I can or cannot spend when it comes to my boys. But I don't tend to treat myself in that sense because I want to have enough for them not to feel like they are less than anyone else out there, especially when they're going to high school, when they're at an age where like brand names matter. Nobody wants to be going to school with like Pro Wings and stuff. And it's kind of funny that I mentioned that because they recently received 2 gift cards from one of the case managers here, and they were for a set of shoes. They were from Payless shoe stores. They got 2 gift cards, which was 2 $25 gift cards from Payless shoe stores. And they already had a couple of pairs of shoes, but I guess they require us to actually spend the gift card. So we were kind of not forced, but we had to buy a pair of shoes. And because I already had them from school and stuff, a pair of shoes that they could use for the year, they were nice enough to tell me that if I wanted to go ahead and use those instead of getting them the shoes, because the shoes that they get from there are not as good as what they would get like at a Big Five or anything like that. Not to shine down on Payless. I mean, I know they have good shoes, especially like for women and stuff like that. But it is not what they wanted. So I decided to actually treat myself for the first time in a year. And I'm going to show you how much I treated myself, because my last pair of shoes are still in my closet. And they're the only other pair of shoes that I've had in about 2 years. And let me go grab them. Okay, so these Nikes right here are literally the last pair of shoes that I actually bought. I bought these. Actually, I believe these were donated to me while I was in the shelter last year. They were in one of the boxes, and I decided to grab and pick them up, and I've been wearing them ever since. As you can see, they are totally shot to shit. I mean, I've crazy glued these guys so many times. Anytime these peel, I just get a little bit of crazy glue, and I will literally just put a layer of crazy glue right there so that it stays shut. These lasted me almost an entire year, and they are almost dead. I mean, these things were falling off at one point. I mean, like I said, I've crazy glued these bad boys back together so many times. I mean, when you don't make that much money and you're out on the street, you literally have to do what you have to do. And this is one of the things that I have done that has just gotten me by from having to buy $50 to $100 pairs of shoes. And Lord knows that if I had to do it again, which is probably what I might do with this new pair, is keep on making them last. And that's what, you know, that mentality of survival comes into play. And you kind of just sit there and tell yourself, what is it that I can do today to save $10, to save $30, to save $50. I mean, in my past video, I explained that this bad boy on my glasses had broken, which is why my glasses look the way they do. And because I haven't been able to afford the new pair yet, I'm having to wear them like this. And I actually ordered some welding material so that I can go ahead and weld these glasses back together. Because Lord knows, as far as the economy goes, I am at the losing end of the spectrum. I don't think I'm going to be Republican status. Well, that's a little ignorant. I don't think I'm gonna be associated with. No, I don't know how to say it right now, but you know what I mean. I am at the losing end of the of the whatever you call it, upper class, middle class, and lower class, because I don't want to disrespect anybody. Lord knows people are getting in trouble for saying too much out there anyway. But that being said, my kids were gracious enough to allow me to use those gift cards, so I treated myself to a pair of shoes. And just to show you how my mentality works as far as what I should spend and what I shouldn't spend, I have not opened these in about a month because I promised myself that I would make time to be able to create a video where I unbox these puppies without using them. That way I would not ruin them, damage them, scuff them, or anything like that. And I would allow my sandals to take the blunt of the blow until I could actually complete a video where I show these in their brand new form or fashion. And it's not, I know it's not that great of a video. It's just me rambling on about what I have and what I don't have. But to me, this is important. To me, this is special because, you know, whatever me and my kids get is something that we can use. And Lord knows, nobody needs to be without shoes or a way to be able to walk out there. You can't be out there barefoot. I mean, you sometimes see homeless people walking around LA, and yeah, they don't have the luxury of even having the sandals that I have. So I don't take it for granted at all. I've had nothing, literally nothing in my pockets with nothing to eat, and been out there on the streets like that. And to me, it's something that's very important. So, you know, when I get anything, shoot, it could be a little 99-cent store toy. And when I get it, I tend to make it worth something, because you never know when that might be the last thing that you have in your pocket. And when you've been through something like that, your mind tells you that it's something that you don't want to lose, even if it ain't worth shit. That to me is very, it is a very special thing. It is a very big thing. But I'll let it go right there because I've rambled on for long enough, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox this puppy. I ordered these online. I saw them on the picture. They were on sale. I was able to buy them for $24.96. They only allowed you to use one gift card per transaction, which is good because one of the gift cards was $25, and it was on sale. I managed to add in a promo code to the sale, which dropped the price from, I believe, $36.95, somewhere around there, to free shipping plus the discount, which brought the total to $24.95. And when I saw that that's what the price was, I said I can't go without buying these because they're literally $40 shoes, and I'll be getting them for free, shipped to my house, delivered, and they're probably gonna be nice. I'm a big boy, so I don't tend to get the fanciest shoes or boots or anything like that because I have back issues and I do have problems actually putting them on, which is why I tend to prefer sandals over tennis shoes or dress shoes or boots, because of my issues. You know, I can't be bending over it all the time, and the times that I do, I have to push myself through it, especially when it comes to like the boys or shopping, groceries, and this and that. We don't have a vehicle right now, so I'm having to go grocery shopping by foot, which is something I'm not even supposed to be doing, filing for disability the way I am, but I have to. I don't have a choice. Nobody's going to do it for me. But I have my little push cart where I walk down the street, get all the groceries and fill them in and stuff like that. And it's a funny story because yesterday we actually bought a couple cases of soda, but we also had to bring home a 32-pack of water. And the way it sat on the cart, cases of soda kept on falling off, and these guys bought one of these little plates of sushi that they like to get from Ralph's, and they fell over and onto the street. And I picked up the plate or whatever, and I told my kids it's not bad if it doesn't touch the ground, but after that they wouldn't touch it. So you know, I had to suck it in and eat that myself, which, you know, it's no biggie. But Um, anyways, these shoes are gonna help because I'm usually in sandals, and that doesn't really help. But because I haven't really had the luxury of buying myself shoes the way I have, I mean I did now, it's really gonna help because these are tennis shoes. They're a lot more comfortable to get around. And when I saw that there were slip-ons, I was like, dude, that's the best of both worlds because it's like a slipper or a sandal, and they're tennis shoes. I just hope that they fit the right way and that they're comfortable because they're gonna it's gonna be my they're gonna be my shoes from here on out. So let me go ahead and finish this unboxing. I'm tearing the box open right now. It came in a typical Payless style box, and I know a lot of you guys are thinking is this guy's unboxing his Payless shoe sandals, but you know what? It's important to me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so my total price after the promo code and everything, sale was close, is $23.47. And I believe the deal was that the shoes, I believe when I saw them online, they were going for about $34.95. So that's a hell of a discount. It's almost, what, 12 bucks. It's a $12 discount. And that to me is something, especially when you got the free shipping. So, they are Champions, which is not that great of a brand. I mean, if I was a kid and it was a Champion or a Pro Wing, I'd probably throw a fit. Most kids don't want to be wearing these kind of shoes, but once you get older and you've lived a life, you're like, okay, well, you know, you don't have the money, you have to kind of suck it in, and you have to make the world better for your kids or whatever, then you make sacrifices, and that's exactly what I'm doing, but not really, because Champion is not that bad of a line. I don't want to bring down the brand at all. I don't want to make it seem like they're worthless or anything like that. They are Champion, and to me, I mean, from what I saw online, they were pretty stylish. Oh, nice. Oh, there's the price tag. See? They weren't $34.99. They were actually $39.99. 40 bucks. So I got a hell of a deal. I got a hell of a deal, you know? This is kind of stretchable. So they are slip-ons. I'm going to throw some socks on right now, so I can go ahead and try them on the right way. They got memory foam on the inside. It says memory foam. Sometimes those tend to slip out because I've had Champion shoes before, and sometimes those tend to slip out. But I've always made it a habit. I'm really adamant about my shoes and stuff. So what I will do is layer the bottom of it. I'll pull them out when they do tend to fall out. And I will layer the bottom of it with a little bit of crazy glue all the way around the edges. And then I'll slip the cover back in. Get it in there real tight. And then stuff some socks to hold it in place. And since I've owned shoes like this, anytime those things fall out, because I know a lot of people will get rid of these as soon as that happens. To me, they've lasted so long sometimes. My shoes have lasted me almost a year every single time because of that habit. I will make sure that they work. You know what I mean? But these are nice. I mean, they are Champions. They got the Champion logo on the front. Like I said, this is not going to be that great of a video, but I did want to post it because this is me in my own element. This is something that I don't normally get for myself. Lord knows I don't treat myself to clothing. I just don't. And this is like my one treat this year. And coming Christmas time, this is literally going to be like my Christmas present from my boys. Because this is literally the only thing that I've bought myself as far as treating myself to anything that I've gotten in about a year at least. So this is pretty cool. The one thing I will treat myself though are my sunglasses. My sunglasses always have to be on point. You know what I mean? I've always been adamant about my sunglasses, but I got 2 backup pairs right now. And these haven't ruined, so I'm not going to touch those until I actually wear these out. But my sunglasses is that one thing that I do sometimes tend to treat myself, but it's not really that big a deal because I end up usually spending about 10 to 20 bucks on each pair. So that's one thing that, yeah, you'll always see me with a different pair of sunglasses, and you'll never see me without my sunglasses on my head. But as far as anything else goes, I mean, I don't really have anybody to impress except my kids. And Lord knows that when I go and drop them off to school, it's like drop off and go. So I'm not trying to impress anybody as far as that goes. But still, you know, when something is nice and you love it, you appreciate it that much more for what it is. I'm actually going to put these on. I'm going to go grab some socks real quick, and I want to put these on because I want to know exactly how they fit. Give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. It's kind of funky because well, they're a bit harder to put on than I thought. They're a little snugger, a little more snug than what I would like, especially on the back side. But then again, my feet tend to be a little fatter than most. But I believe they might work. Let's show the sexiness. No, I can't lift it up that high. Let's try the couch. Not too bad. They are a bit harder to put on than I thought, but I will appreciate them for what they are. I like them. They're not too bad. I do like them. So that has been another video. I know this video is pretty lame to most of you, but I wanted to do this to record it myself. I don't get to do this often, so when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Still, continue to watch, continue to support our channel. We appreciate everything that you guys have done for us so far, and I appreciate the fact that you guys enjoy a lot of my videos. I hope that you guys will continue watching. Drop a like, feel free to subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell if you haven't gotten tired of me so far, and hopefully you will continue to tune in for more, because I will continue to make videos as long as you guys continue to enjoy them. Thanks, and have a good one. Peace. Merry Christmas, everybody.